What up, people of Earth? Anxiety Joe here. What are we at? Day 20, I believe, of my little 1-year challenge of putting my head and face out there for the world and truth out there for the world to hear. And today, actually, I have a stupid story, but a pretty good story nonetheless, just because it's got a pretty decent, it's got a good lesson, and at least I learned a pretty good lesson from it. So I actually got called into work today, which is cool. I got to make some extra money, and actually just after that, I just sold an item for the first time in forever, my little side hustle I do. So that was like an extra $50. It doesn't really matter. I'm so in the negative right now. It's like whatever, but it all helps. But so it was a good day, man. It was a lot of hustling and good, working, and made some money. But at one point, it got really busy today, and I'm a delivery driver, and it got so busy, and of course, at that time, this is when mistakes start happening, right? So, I'm trying not to like fucking make this story long as shit, but so basically I take one delivery, and before I can even go, they messed the pizza up, so now I gotta wait like an extra 10 minutes. Meanwhile, the phone's ringing and more deliveries are coming in. Mind you, I'm alone. I'm by myself, so there's nobody to help me. So it's like, okay, I could feel it starting. I could feel, and I was in a real spiritual, chilling, good mood. Just did my meditation this morning and was soaking in my moji and a couple of my other spiritual teachers that I watch, and it just puts me in a good place. But here we go. Like, the point of all this is like, here we go. Here comes the first test, and it's like I realized, like, and I've talked with my one of my best friends about this before. It's almost like life is like a series of tests, and like, how are you going to react to these tests? And part of the the whole spiritual thing is that it is becoming aware, is awareness. And I touched on this in mad videos that I've done already, to be aware of yourself and to be aware of your thoughts and your feelings and your body and what's happening. Like, to just take a second and go, what's going on here? Why is my heart beating fast? Why is my chest feel like real tight? Why am I my jaws clench? And what's going on? You actually have to learn, when you have anxiety, like I do, you actually have to learn how to be aware of all this stuff. Might come naturally to a lot of you out there. Maybe it's real easy for you to to get in stressful situations, and it don't faze you. And people like that, like, I totally look, I totally, that's what I strive for. And it's like, every day I'm getting a little better at it, because I'm mindfully practicing it. And it's only with practice that I'm getting better at it. Because you don't just sit there on your ass and go talk to a therapist and magic happens. Like, this shit takes work, at least for me. I know I try not to talk about everybody in general, because I can only talk about me. It's not right to think that everyone else out there with anxiety or depression feels it the way I do. I can only come from my experience. So anyway, I get back to, so the first thing, I'm waiting on a pizza, and I could feel my chest getting. So, all right, now I'm 10 minutes behind. Meanwhile, mad deliveries are coming in. So I race to that delivery, come back, and, then there's, I got 3 more. Get to the first one, I'm banging on the door, ringing the doorbell, nobody's coming. They have like 4 doors all around their big-ass property. And I'm banging on all the different doors until I start going, yo, yelling. And someone comes out back and goes, oh, they were supposed to tell you to come out back. And nobody did. So that's like, all right, now it's the second thing that someone else did to me. they did this to me, and I have to correct their mistakes, and this is bullshit. And da da da. So now I'm in my head now. Now I can feel it. I could feel it in my body. I can feel it welling up. And then, all right, so get back, and there's another 3 deliveries, and now I'm hustling. I'm driving like, like a nut, and trying to get this shit done, making that money, and they already had it bagged for me and ready to go because I was running behind now. Now I'm running behind because of these 2 things. So they had everything bagged up, and they go, okay, the first bag is the first one. This bag's the second one, third one, third one. All right, go to the first one, give them the stuff. I get to the second one, and I realize part of the first one, which was like a $200 order, was in the second bag, and they didn't tell me that. So now I'm like full blown freaking out. So I call the boss, and I'm like, what's going on? Is this other box? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this other box goes with this. Is that what's going on? And he goes, yeah, you know what? I did that. I'm so sorry, man. Like, I really am sorry. And like, I know you're busy, and I feel bad, man. And he's like, I'm just getting ready to leave to go see my dad in the hospital. And, my mind's just not there. I'm really sorry. And that's when it was just like, boom, perspective. And it just hit me. Awareness. Boom. Hello. What are you mad about? What are you really mad about, dude? Are you mad? Are you really mad that, these people are fucking with you or messing with your day? You're really mad about that? Or maybe they're just mistakes. And maybe this man is going to see his father who's in the hospital and not doing so well. And maybe you need to get some perspective. And so this all happened within like the course of like 15-20 minutes, and it was just like, the awareness took over, and it was like, all right, cool, man. Like, obviously not cool that his father's in the hospital, and I feel for him. I really do. Like, he's been there for a little bit, and like he's going through some shit, and he's a friend of mine too, and we go through shit together. We talk about our lives together and stuff. So, but I will say, like, it put it in perspective for me, and the awareness took over, the spirit, the heart, the awareness, that they're all one, and and that's why I talk so much about the mind, body, and spirit. Because the more I'm learning, the more I'm seeing that, it's not bullshit, that they are all directly connected. You cannot just read and learn, build a big brain and think you're smart and outsmart everything. Or just work out and get big muscles and da-da-da. And get all pretty and perfect. And because inside, you're still fucked up. You could be the smartest person or the prettiest, strongest, biggest, coolest dude in the world, and inside be super fucked up. Have your spirit and your heart just fucked up by, whatever, by a million different examples. For me, it was self-hate and fear of the unknown, of the future, and living in the past. That's my personal story. But so it was cool that it only took, I got to that third. Once he said that, it was like a light went off in my head, and the awareness took over. I really strive to get to a place where the awareness is always there, and that's like my ultimate goal. Jobs come and go, and this comes and goes, and money, and all this bullshit, man. But that is so important to me, because if I can get to that point, like, I will remain grounded, and as my a close family member of mine was talking about, like, being able to stand there and weather the storms that life throws at you, and just not move, and just, all right, whatever. that's what the universe has for me today. And of course, I could feel it, and I wasn't mean to anybody or whatever, but I was short with the customers for those few deliveries, and I'm racing around, I'm driving wrong, I'm all tight, and it's like in an instant when he said that, that and he's apologizing to me out the ass about driving a couple minutes extra, and I'm like, no, man, I'm sorry, like I knew it was for that other order. I didn't have to call him. Like, I could have just went there. I mean, I wasn't 100%. I did have to call him, but so what I did was, like, after that, like 15, 20 minutes later, once I had a sec, I sent him a text and just said, love you, dude, and let your dad know my thoughts are with him, because I know his dad very well also, and I'm always asking about him and stuff, and I want him to know that I care. So I don't know. That was just a day in the life today. It's been a really good day. Work. It's been a lot of work and hustle, but I just wanted to share that story, because if you are like me and you struggle with anxiety, depression, all the different things, or any of those things, awareness is your number one friend. Awareness is everything. Awareness is everything. Awareness over your mind and your body and your thoughts and your actions it's fucking everything. And the more and more I come to this realization, the more I can even feel it in my chest nowadays. Like, I'm breathing better. I'm not as tight. I'm not as just wound up as I always was before. It's just such a fucking great feeling. It really is. That I'm witnessing myself going down that spiral, and before I get there, before I full blown go, fuck this is going to be a bad day, and I let it get to me, the awareness swoops in and goes, nope, no, it's not. It's a good day. Shit happens. Roll with it. And so, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope that, as I always say, and I mean it. I hope that someone can get something out of that, because awareness is so fucking strong and powerful, and we're not even aware of it. We don't even realize what's going on sometimes when we're getting upset or mad or ready to fucking argue with someone or fight, or we don't even realize what's happening before we dive in, and then before we know it, people like me end up regretting things I say or do, and I've done that so many times over the past, I can't even tell you. But it's not about the past. It's about from here forward, every day. So it was a little tiny win for Joe today. I did not allow it to just spiral out of control. And perspective, awareness, has control over everything. You just have to remember, to pause and to look and to be awareness. You have to be it for not just, I was going to say a little bit, not just for a little bit, all the time. I don't know. I just wanted to share that. And that's day 20. We're almost at 3 weeks, peeps. I will be checking in tomorrow. And have yourselves a beautiful Sunday night. Peace.